So I don't want you to, but you probably need to turn off the air conditioner.
Do we has to?
It's 1,000 degrees with it on.
I know. It's gonna be 1,020 with that sucker off, bro.
You think people can hear it in the background?
I mean,
I can hear it in the background.
I can hear it. So, all right. Well, I'll bite the bullet.
Guess we got to be professional about this.
Give me just a second. Shutting her off. Shut it down. And kick it.
Well, good afternoon.
Today, Junior.
How'd you like that?
That's nice.
Good afternoon. Happy Thursday, my fine, fair-weathered friends. We hope that you're preparing for a wonderful weekend filled with a little rest, relaxation, hopefully a tasty libation to be enjoyed at your leisure.
Libation.
Welcome to Fraternize with These Guys. I am your ever humble host, Pastor Pinewood, and sitting on the other side of the bench, making love to the microphone with his sexy NPR voice.
I am Beezy.
Nobody likes that.
I don't know. I think you're in the minority with that one.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, man.
We have not had any hate mail saying you got to quit that.
I'm making up a name this week and an email address.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just so I can send Beezy the Heathen some hate
It's going to
mail.
have to be a voice message, and then I'll be able to call you out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, fair enough.
That's the only way it's going to count.
Well, as always, we are glad that you are here, taking the time to give us a listen and to glean just a tiny bit of the absolute comedic bronze that we have to offer.
Comedic bronze. Oh, that's beauty.
That's good, isn't it?
I like that.
I like that too. Not silver, not gold, not platinum.
Definitely not platinum.
But, right, bronze.
Hey, third place.
We're coming in third.
Hey, that's at least a participation trophy.
It's a milestone.
Hey,
It's
that's
a
exactly
small
right.
milestone. And speaking of small
Feels good.
milestones, last week it was number 25.
I know.
That's like getting real close to half a year, bro.
I know, man.
Today is
the half.
Yeah.
The bicentennial?
No, that's 2 years.
Oh.
Half centennial.
Half centennial. There you go. We'll take it.
26.
Yeah.
Episode 26. And the next milestone isn't until 52.
Yeah.
It's not even 50. It's 52. It's the full
50
year.
deuce.
Yeah, so we got a lot of grinding before we get to the next marker.
I know.
It's kind of like when you're running a marathon and you get a little sip of water at a station, and then you're like, oh, man, I got 5 more miles.
I'm just going to go with you on this because I don't know if you've ever seen me, but I certainly don't run.
You haven't ran any marathons?
I mean, I run to the bathroom when I've had one too many Taco Bells.
I was going to say, especially after your, citrus concoction that you talked about last week.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, there wasn't any running to the bathroom. That was just kind of hold up and post up shop right there.
Let's just get on out of here.
Just kick it on the turlet.
That's pretty good. Well, today we are back in the doghouse, and I don't have the music queued up, so you just have to pretend that the doghouse is playing in the background. Or we can allow Beezy to...
There you go.
I was going to be remorse about saying this, but because of that, I'm not. This is a
fair.
shorter episode because Beezy's going under the knife.
I am.
As a matter of fact, by the time this comes out, Beezy will have been under the knife and hopefully recovered already.
Out.
Or at least recovering.
Recovering would be hopeful.
All right, so you're getting some stuff taken out.
Yeah. So I think I said it when we brought this up a couple weeks
episodes,
back.
yeah.
But I mean, if it's not bringing you up in life, you just got to cut it from your life. So my gallbladder has it's just got a shitty work ethic. So I'm going under the knife to cut that little bastard out.
That's funny. I think what they mean by that phrase is like people out of your lives, not organs.
I take it very literally. So it's not
Apparently
stepping up
so.
to the game, so it's got to go, bro.
All right, so no more gallbladder,
No.
and you're also missing your appendix.
Yes.
So you're running out of things to lose.
I mean, I got 2 kidneys. I can get rid of one of them
You can
guys.
get rid of one of them. Yeah, that's
I mean,
right.
I hear your liver, you can cut half of that guy out and it regenerates.
Okay,
So,
all right. Which is probably in your future.
I mean, I heard they put a pig heart in a guy the other day. I mean, you know what that means?
You could get a pig heart?
I mean, well, no, he died, but
Oh,
I mean, it's
okay.
just exciting that we're trying things.
All right. Well, we'll be thinking about you, and hopefully that you're out. And man, if something crazy happens on the knife, this is going to be.
Could be the last episode. I just need somebody that's at least as funny as me, and you're never going to be able to have as many hats in the ring as I do. That's
a fair point.
But if you can find somebody that's even somewhat close to as awesome as me,
Well, I will say that regardless of who I find, I will have a better time.
well, that's fair. You can probably record with an air-conditioned room.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? If God forbid, something happened, and you're like a paraplegic and you can't talk, and you got to lay on the bed, and the only thing you can move is your tongue. So you use that to.
What
to
if I
move
had
the
a Stephen
remote.
Hawking voice?
Well, we can get you one.
We
of
can
those.
record.
We
We
can
can
get you one of
record
those.
an episode. We hadn't quit, bro.
All right. The sexy NPR voice would sound really strange.
Yeah, it's gonna
on
be.
the,
It's gonna
on
be
the
a
old
tough
talk
one to
to
do
text.
that one.
I guess it's text to talk.
Tongue to text.
Tongue to text.
tongue to talk.
Well, before we
knows?
get our tongues twisted too much more, how about we get our libation segment underway?
Libations.
Beezy, what are we drinking today?
So today, what we are drinking, it's coming from a new brewery.
Oh, nice.
This is from the Tups Brewery out of McKinney, Texas.
More Texas boys. How long have you been sitting on that?
Well, for a little bit, just because we hadn't had anything from McKinney.
All right, so more Texas boys.
Yeah. So what
And
we,
I'm surprised you picked this one.
I had high hopes for it.
Okay.
So this is the fruited juice pack, the double dry hopped pale ale.
So I could see where Beezy would be attracted to the fruity juice pack.
Yeah.
It's the words after it that have kind of thrown me for a loop.
Yeah, and that's fair because I didn't. Whenever I picked this up, I just read the fruited juice pack because it was in a bigger text and
Okay.
it's nice and colorful. So I mean, I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, the color got me.
Okay, all right. It's a pretty can. It's very festive.
Yeah, so I didn't really read the text below that stating that is a double dry hopped pale ale.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this guy.
Yeah, probably not. But this guy is it's a pale ale that is brewed with peach and mango. It is 5.4% ABV, and I believe this is a 30 in the IBUs. On the can, it shows that, or it says that this is your favorite double dry hopped pale ale plus peach and mango.
Interesting.
Yum.
Oh, nice. It actually spells out yum.
Yeah, yum.
Okay.
And it's all in caps.
Yeah, interesting.
So bust out the tiny umbrellas. This one is tasty.
I haven't tried it yet, but it's a little bit pretentious.
Yeah, just a little.
I mean, it's like Party Monster on a can. Number one, and number two, the yum kind of throws me a little bit. Like,
I should just, I
Like,
guess this
let
is
us decide if
This
it's
is a
yum or
testament to probably my life choices. I should probably read more. And
Yeah, maybe
let's
so.
let's just go with that, and let's
you
let's
ready?
crack these guys.
all right, let's get right in there.
Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? So freaking good.
That's beautiful.
Have you ever
I
put
love it.
butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. I was sitting in the kitchen
All right.
one
Well,
day
if
and I
you
was
didn't,
itching to feel like my belly
you don't
with the
follow
perfect
us
hot jelly
on
and
TikTok or Facebook or listen to the podcast, you won't know that that song from Family Guy has been in our heads for at
weeks.
least 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer than that now.
Yeah.
We played it last week. We figured all the chords out, sang it, did a recording.
Yep.
Pretty legit.
I feel like it was solid, man.
And then I thought, well, we'll just put that out to the interwebs and see how many likes we get. But what I didn't expect is it literally embedding itself in my brain. I wake up with that song on my mind.
Hey, have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good.
And to date, I have not put butter on a Pop-Tart.
You should watch the TikTok because I literally buttered a
Yes,
Pop-Tart.
you did. Yes, you did. All right. Well, what's your consensus here? First impressions.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not upset with this
Well, I'm not either.
because being a double dry hopped,
Yep.
I really expected to get punched in the face.
Right.
And again, I should probably read better.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have picked this one up had I got that.
It's true.
However, I'm delightful that I did.
You're delightful that you did.
Yeah.
Delighted, I think is the word you're looking for.
No, I'm full of delightfulness.
I do like the peach and mango
Yeah.
are both there.
I do get both of those.
And they're subtle, but also enough flavor where you can pick them up.
yeah, and it's not drowned out
Exactly.
by the double hoppiness.
Yep. And I think one of the saving graces on this, and I noticed it immediately, was the 5-4.
Ah.
Because most of your hopped pale ales, IPAs, they're up there. They're in that 7 to 8.
Yeah.
And one of the ways they get there is more hops, and that bitterness unit increases. I say that the way they get it is not more hops. That's not true, but they add more hops.
Gotcha.
And so seeing that 5-4, you kind of suspect that it's going to be a little bit more on the light side. And it's not an India Pale Ale. It's just a Pale Ale. And that is a difference. So it's not quite one of those beers that you're going to absolutely hate.
Yeah, and that's a testament to this one because, like I said, I was not looking forward to this after we sat down and I kind of read over the can, did a little research on it. It was like, crap.
That will
I
happen.
was honestly thinking this was going to be kind of like a sour.
Oh, nice. Just
And,
because of the can. I
Yeah,
can see that.
just because of the can.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was incorrect on that.
Okay.
However, I'm not upset with this at all. This has turned out to probably be my highest rated. I guess it's not an IPA.
Not quite.
So it's a PA?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
APA,
it's
an
like
American Pale Ale?
It's like a junior PA.
A JPA?
Yeah, or we could call it a TPA. It's a Texas, Pale Ale.
Okay.
And now we're drinking this at a little bit warmer temp than I would normally drink a pale ale. It's probably in the high 40s.
Yeah.
Temp wise, and it's hot in here, so it's sweating. So you know
Sure.
it's not ice cold.
Yeah.
I would like it a little colder. However, I'm wondering if it was much colder, if it would take away the fruit.
That's kind of what I'd be worried to do is make it cold because I think this is a solid temperature for this pale ale.
Well, it's well rounded.
Yeah.
The bitterness is there, but it's not overwhelming. The hop is there, but again, it's dialed back, and the
Sure.
fruit comes out. So I'm liking it more than I thought I would, and I know that you're liking it more than you thought you would.
Yeah. So what are you thinking on a rating?
82.
An 82. I truly hate you because I wanted to say an 82.
Oh yeah. Well, now you can't.
Now I can't.
'Cause I done got it.
So he done gotched it. So I think what I'm going to do is one up you. I'm going to go with an 83
Oh wow.
because
Well, that's a first ever.
I would not be opposed to picking up another sixer to this guy and drinking this on the reg because it's really not bad.
That's pretty good. So I think one of the discrepancies we have with the pale ales is the things that make it miss marks for me make it gain marks for you. And so it's not hoppy enough for me. It's not dry enough. It's too much fruit. And it's not cold enough for me.
And then I think that's
And for you, I feel like it's all
the opposite of everything. So
And so if it was an IPA it was a PA that I wanted, and I would have given it an 88 or a 90, and you would have been down in the low 70s.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, so we've split the difference, and we come up with that, that B.
That happy medium.
Yeah.
We may have found a way for me to drink IPAs.
There you go. We just got to get enough fruit in there.
That's right.
All right. So
Beauty.
all you IPA guys out there that are brewing and doing a great job, if you want to sell to old Beezy, just throw some fruit in there.
Fruit that bitch up.
All right. Well, thank you for libations. Good segment. Go out and check them out. What's the Tupps Brewery?
Tupps Brewery.
TUPPS.
TUPPS brewery.com. That's their website.
All right.
So.
And we like supporting our Texas boys, so go check them out and tell them we sent you.
That's right.
It always means a lot.
It does.
How about we do a little 4 questions?
Do it.
4 questions. All right, I got a good one right off the bat.
Okay.
And it's almost a thinky,
Okay.
but it's not a blind.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's just,
fair.
one to think about a bit. All right. If someone writes a book about failure and it becomes a bestseller, could it be called success? Could you name the book Success if it was about failure as long as it did well?
But if you write a book about failure
Correct.
and it becomes a number 1 on the Oprah chart,
Well, no.
because that's the only way to tell if you've made it in the bookdom.
It took me a minute to understand what you're saying. The Oprah chart.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Oprah hit list or whatever.
It's the book club, bro. The
Whatever.
Oprah book club.
Yeah, I see. I don't know because I don't read.
Is she still doing that?
I don't know. I don't see why she wouldn't.
All right, well, let's say it
made a
did.
name.
Let's say it did. Let's say Oprah. It was Oprah's book club for like 3 weeks in a row or whatever.
Yeah.
You can tell neither one of us have ever watched Oprah.
Yeah.
Nor
that's
understand
fair.
how that works.
Or wrote a book.
Or definitely have not written a book. What do you think?
I mean,
It's not called failure. It's just about failure. But it comes a roaring success. Could you call it success?
you could call it a success.
No, not call it a success. Could you call the book success? If it's about failure, but it is successful.
Well, then you have to, you can't change the name of the book, and you have to preemptively name the book Success. So unless you're a time traveler,
Oh.
you wouldn't know your book about failure was going to be successful.
What if you just knew, like in your gut?
You just knew.
Yep.
I mean, if you knew, then then sure, my successful book about failure.
All right.
Hell yeah.
My big, fat, successful book about failure. All right.
I'd make a movie about it.
That's a $1 million idea. We're just
Yes.
pumping them out almost every episode.
Almost every episode
From
we've
the
got one.
helipad to the big, fat book about... Oh, I lost it.
Hang on. What? My big fat successful book about failure.
There you go. $1 million idea. Now go write it. That's all you got to do.
And we're only going to take about at least $20 a month, but we'll also take on top of that
Yep.
like a 92%
royalty.
royalty. For
Look,
sure.
we did the hard work.
Exactly.
We gave you the title.
I mean,
and
that's
the idea.
That's the hardest part about writing a book.
All you got to do is flesh out the middle part.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do. We'll even write the intro and that little thing on the back, the little flap, flap review.
We'll take a nice sultry picture
Nice.
for us to be on the back with an about us, and then you can have kind of on the inside of the back cover kind of about the author, just on one of those little, when they put those extra cover flap thingies over books. It'll be on one of those.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
but we're on the back.
If we're going to do a sultry picture, we need to do it right now because we're perspiring.
For sure. I am profusely
No more recording during the day.
Yeah, this is a terrible idea. Why did I let you talk me into this thing?
That's out of the question. All right, we're going from a good thinking question to a maybe not so much of a thinking question,
Well,
if I understand it correctly.
I mean, yes and no.
Okay.
So you could take, and I'd be interested to see your perspective on this, but here goes. The question is, and this is coming in from Anonymous, how do I prevent my poop from splashing toilet water on my butt when it drops?
Can we not get more than 2 episodes in a row
No.
without speaking.
I already know where you're going with this, and the answer is no.
Oh, we talked about explosive diarrhea last week.
Yeah.
We talked about poop bouillon tons of times.
Yeah, of course.
And now here we are again talking about alleviating the poop splash effect.
It's a circle of life.
You know my dad.
And Disney's probably going to sue us for that. But
Oh, that's right. Them
Thanks.
and Elton John both.
Yep.
So you know my dad. Reserved, pastoral, very reverent, pious guy.
Yeah, sure.
And we're fishing one time, and he's got this banana, and it looks terrible. It's brown and gross, and he just eats it. And I'm like, ugh, it's hot. It's hot outside, and I'm like, Dad,
hot nainer?
Don't eat that. And he's like, well, I'm hungry, and he ate it, and like he gets the banana down. He's like, wasn't
Probably
that
shouldn't have ate that.
It wasn't that great. He said it wasn't that great, but it'll make a turd. And it was really funny in the moment, and it's right. It really is a circle of life. I mean, it all. And I'm sorry if talking about poo offends you, but we all do it.
Ashley prefers we refer to it as fecal matter.
Okay, I'm definitely not doing that. That offends me, Ashley. That's why we have the mugs.
Hashtag we all hate Ashley.
All right, so I'm sorry I interrupted. Continue with your query.
Okay, so he goes on to further say, is this a problem for anyone? My poop hits the water and it splashes what I've already peed on onto my behind. If I go higher, the splash is higher too. Do you understand the question?
I want to, first and foremost, I want to alleviate one of his concerns.
Okay.
Everybody knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
Everybody does.
Yes.
It's a human condition. All right, so
Everybody poops. I'm pretty sure there's a book about it.
yeah, I'm pretty
It's
sure
a
that's
children's book.
That's right.
Believe it or not.
You're absolutely right. I'm pretty sure they don't deal with the splash issue in the book,
I should.
but they might.
I mean, I haven't read it. I mean, because it's a book, so
yeah, there you go.
I steer clear from those guys.
All right. So, did he have any other thoughts other than that, or he's just posing that question?
That is his question. So, and I'm curious, how would you prevent poop from splashing toilet water onto your bungus?
Well, I don't mean to be gross to anybody, but I don't worry about it.
Yeah, well,
It gets wiped afterwards, hopefully,
Okay.
and so I'm not super concerned about it.
okay.
It's never been something that I've spent time worrying about stopping.
Well,
And maybe that's on me. Maybe I should.
It
Maybe
is on you. It is on you because this is something that I vehemently practice and prevent.
Oh wow! So
And
you're
this is in my preventative pooping measures. So
there's your book idea.
bro, we're gonna have to quit coming up with ideas because
Preventative poop measures.
So, especially if you're in a public place and you have to use a public restroom.
Okay, now here's a caveat for me. I don't do that.
Well,
I mean, unless it's an
you've never
absolute-
been in danger.
If it's a dire emergency, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. This is because I'm the same way. Unless the proverbial shit's about to hit the fan,
It's not even proverbial.
yeah, I guess that's fair. If it's about to go,
All right.
then
You got no choice.
I have no choice.
Okay.
What you do is you grab yourself the cripple stool because and then Larry the Cable Guy says it the best. He
Okay.
says the cripple stool is the Cadillac of the pooping stools.
Okay.
So
you got room to stretch out.
you got plenty of room for the spread. Plus they have those rails,
Okay.
so you can get good push leverage. But another thing you can do is if you're worried,
Push leverage?
yeah, you got to get that power cling. You got to get that power cling leverage if you got a little stubborn one.
Wow. What has my life devolved into? Hey, y'all should start a podcast. It'll be funny.
What do you think about poop?
Well, we know all about it now.
Yes, we do. So, what I was going with that is if you're not using the power clean method, what you could do is if you work on your core upper body strength, you could actually kind of hoist yourself up with the arm bars.
Like a gymnast?
Yeah, bro.
Whoa.
Like, pretend like they're the
The
rings. and then you just kind of lift yourself up a smidge.
All right.
And then if it hits the water, you're up high enough that you've got enough time to do a proper dismount.
Good grief, bro. It's a 10. It's a goddamn 10.
It's a perfect 10. The flip side of that coin.
Ooh, son. All right.
Okay.
You have put way too much thought into this.
Well, I mean, fortunately, unfortunately, however you want to look at it,
Okay.
this is my thought process
All right.
on a daily basis sometimes.
Oh, nice.
So the other issue we could have with this question is he has not eaten enough spicy food. Because there are a couple of times when I've had a big one and I'd eaten too many of your jalapenos that you make with at the farm.
What are you talking about?
Well,
With
it's
the spicy
spicy going
food,
in,
right?
And it's spicy going out.
I don't
And
think that's how that works.
sometimes you want a little refresher. It's like, I think they call it the Poseidon's kiss. And sometimes
what?
Poseidon's kiss. Hey, you know,
Oh my God.
you're making an offering, Poseidon appreciates it, and then just right on your chocolate brown eye.
All right, man. I was looking forward to getting to 52, but I got to call it. I got to call it right there. That's it. Podcast is over.
With the Poseidon's kiss?
The Poseidon's kiss. I really thought you were just going to the bidet,
Nah.
but you're talking about just
You got
like
a self-bidet, bro.
with the Poseidon's kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, son. All right.
So that's going to be my point of view. on
I'm
that.
sweating and blushing.
Yes. it's impressive. I can see the blush through your sweat.
I don't know how I keep this out of sermons. I don't know how I keep this information out of my normal everyday life now.
You can't. I mean, it's great.
And
Great information to live
I have
by.
to deliver things that I know that I have found in life to my people.
Yeah. Well, I'm a perfect person. What can I say?
I got one Sunday left because it's gonna be all over after that. You'd be like, bro, look,
Poseidon wasn't in the Bible.
you got to go.
What about a Noah's Ark kiss?
I'd be like the Leviathan was in the Bible and he lived in the ocean.
Oh,
so
there you go.
maybe that's just the biblical term for Poseidon. Is
Okay,
the
I like it.
Leviathan.
We'll take it.
All right.
Hit me up with question 3.
Thank God for that.
We'll get out of the poop
Woo,
talk.
son. All right. In number 3, with a bullet. In your comic book realm, what would happen if Batman got bit by a vampire?
Well, I mean, obviously he becomes Vampire Batman.
Vampire Batman.
Well, that and just nobody really cares about Batman anyways. He kind of sucks. I hate the whole DC universe, but
I've never been a
That's
Batman
me.
fan.
I mean, he's kind of boring.
Yeah.
All he is just super rich dude. He's basically the Tony Stark of
Yeah, except not
DC.
cool.
Yeah, exactly.
He never has AC/DC playing in the background.
No.
He doesn't have a cool suit that he can fly
No.
around in. He's got kind of a lame suit
He got gadgets.
that he's basically Inspector Gadget with a slightly cooler suit
Yeah. Yeah.
and a cooler voice.
Yeah. Maybe if he got bit by a vampire, he would actually be cool.
What
Now,
if
that would be an awesome crossover. Is Batman is a vampire. So he's Vampire Batman.
Okay.
And then, so that's your DC. And then on the Marvel universe, this is the crossover. Blade hunts down the Vampire Batman. And then you've got your, I mean, that's another, God bless America. That's another $1 million idea.
Where is Stan Lee when you need him?
Well,
Oh yeah,
he's no longer
passed. God rest his soul. All right, so we've given you $3 million ideas just
in this one episode.
in just this segment,
Yeah, good grief.
just the last 10 minutes.
I can't believe we're this good.
Now we also spent an obnoxious amount of time talking about poop,
Well,
but you know, you win some, you lose some.
but
All right, last question. Question number 4. If Noah had woodpeckers on the ark, where would he have kept them?
oh, dang.
That's a good question.
I mean, you're not going to want to keep them near load-bearing beams.
That's true. Yep.
And I'm pretty sure the ark's going to have quite a few of them.
Yes. And I would
So-
argue that most of the beams on a boat are important.
are pretty load bearing.
They may not bear a load, but they're vital. Keep that wet stuff out there.
Yeah, you don't want the wet stuff inside.
I don't want to deal with Poseidon's kiss in the ark. You stay out there. Stay out there. I only need you out there for 40 days and 40 nights, but no holes in the boat.
Now, could Noah could he train the peckers to rest on his shoulder?
Was that necessary?
Yes, it most certainly was. Could he train like a parrot? I mean, screw parrots these days.
Okay.
Back then, it was all about the woodpecker.
Maybe so. I would,
mainly because he have to.
I would say that he at least had some sort of connection with the dove, because he released the dove at the end of their journey to see if there was land around.
Now, quick question.
Okay.
Because this isn't stated in the Bible, and I hadn't read it, so...
So you're gambling on the guess.
I'm gambling on this.
Okay.
Now, who all did Noah have on the ark with him?
His family.
My goodness.
So it was Noah and his wife.
Okay.
And his sons and their wives.
Okay. So, do you think that it wasn't really a releasing of the doves, but he had a shotgun and he said pull, and they released the doves so he could shoot them?
Maybe they were all really, really bad shots.
And they were just hungry.
Well, that's why they brought 10 doves.
Oh.
That's why they brought 10.
Well, there you go. That's exactly what they did then.
There you go.
They released the doves so they could work on target practice.
Yeah. As a little known fact, some animals he brought 7 of, not 2. There were 7 of the clean animals and 2 of unclean animals.
Pigs and
goats. Anything with split hooves.
Huh.
Kind of like, you got.
A split hoof?
Yeah, with your heathen hooves.
Oh. So am I a satyr?
I don't think that's what that means.
Well, a satyr is like half man, half goat.
I don't think that's what that means.
I'm almost positive that's what a satyr is.
A satyr is a Jewish meal.
No, I'm talking about the mythological creature, a satyr. Now you're going to make me Googleize it. Now I got to pull up the Google machine.
All right.
And I'm going to call you out on this one again. I love it.
You can't call me out because I'm correct. Now, you might be also correct.
Satyr, Satyr, is, in Greek mythology, one of a class of lustful, drunken woodland gods. In Greek art, they were represented as a man with a horse's ears and tail, but in Roman, it was goat's ears, tail, and legs and horns.
I would not beg to differ. I would make an assumption that is pronounced incorrectly.
Satyr, they have the phonetic spelling. It's S.
We don't do well even with phonetic spelling.
Well, that's fair.
Is it satyr or is it satyr?
It is actually pronounced satyr.
Interesting. So a satyr is also a Jewish celebration of a kosher meal.
Maybe they stole it from the Greeks.
The Jewish people predated the Greeks.
Maybe they stole it from the Greeks. Or the Romans.
The Jewish people predate both of those civilizations.
I don't know. I think you need to check your facts.
By like centuries.
I don't know about that one.
All right. Well, we can tell this is going nowhere.
Yep. Fair enough.
Little cinemize?
Cinemize.
All right.
Hey, Pinewood, what you drinking?
Well, I felt like something a little fruity, so I got me a mango IPA.
Get that crap out of here!
Hey, bro, what the French, man?
You gotta give this cocoa cocktail a try.
What is it, a cocoa connection?
Nah, bro, come on. It's Cocoa Cocktail. It's the newest craze in the seltzer game. It's a vitamin-infused, all-natural, non-GMO, spiked, sparkling coconut water. It's literally the future of alcohol.
Come on, man. The future of alcohol, that's a little heavy-handed.
Bro, I'm telling you, even the aliens are drinking this stuff.
You mean like the space lizards?
Like the space lizards? Oh, dude, you know what? We should totally stock up on this for the life ship. Ooh. I mean, the people are going to want a sweet, tasty beverage.
But we got to give the people what they want.
Got to give them the best, bro.
Well, Hellfire, you won me over. Let me try that thing. Well, dang, son, that's delicious. I don't know why you had to use all those highfalutin flowery words, but that key lime seltzer speaks for itself.
Well, I tell you what's even better. All of our listeners get a banging discount when they order on Coco Cocktail's website.
Well, shoot, man, what's that website?
That website is www.cocococktail.com. That is COCOCOCKTAIL.com. And enter promo code FWTG7 when you order an 8-pack and FWTG12 when you order a 24-pack.
Do I get that discount when I order?
I mean, so long as you use the promo codes, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Do you think Coco Cocktails would send me that koozie?
Yeah, that's going to be a hard no, bro.
Coco Cocktail is an alcoholic beverage, and you must be 21 years old to enjoy, and please drink responsibly.
Now get on them interwebs and order you some, you plumpable some bitches, and cheers to your health.
Cinemize with these guys is brought to you this week by Coco Cocktails. I almost did it again. Every time, bro.
Every time.
Every
I don't
time.
understand how you have that much difficulty with it.
I don't either. So
You've drank like cases of it.
definitely not cases, but I've drank a few, and I do like them. And we'll have our commercial at the end of this segment.
Yes.
And you can find out how to order and how to get your sweet discount on the stuff.
Sweet deliciousness.
And we appreciate it. All right, what do we got for Cinemize this week?
So, being that I'm going under the knife,
Oh, yes.
the day that this releases, I figured it'd be fitting to do. What are some of your favorite medical TV shows or movies?
That's good.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I got 2 TV shows right off the bat.
Okay, we're probably the same exact ones.
Well, MASH is one of mine.
Well, nope.
And Scrubs.
Okay, well, I had Scrubs.
I figured you'd have Scrubs. What was your other one?
Only the greatest one ever, House MD, bro.
That is pretty good.
I loved that show.
It's pretty good. I like House, and of course, it's one of those characters you love to hate. But the surrounding cast also makes that show.
Yeah.
The boss lady, the Lisa Edelstein.
Cuddy?
I think
it's Cuddy in the show.
Okay, really like her, and I really like the coach for the Steelers that's on that show.
The coach for the Steelers.
Yeah, did you not get that joke?
Uh-uh.
Dang, son, that guy that plays the black guy in that show, he looks just like the head coach of the Steelers.
Oh,
I mean, like
Mike Epps,
exactly.
or not Mike Epps. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, that's hilarious.
All right, and I struggled a little bit with movies.
Okay,
Coming up with medical movies. MASH is technically a movie. It was a movie first.
Oh,
So I'll throw that in.
okay,
And then I have to say, and you can make fun of me all you want,
okay.
Dr. Zhivago is probably my favorite medical movie, even though it has nothing to do with medicine per se.
Now, the old one
Yep.
or the remake?
Nope. The remake's trash.
Okay,
The
okay.
old one with Julie Christie and
You got it. You can do it. I got faith in you.
Sharif. Something Sharif.
Well, you lost me on that one. I haven't
remember.
even seen the old one, so
You got to watch it. It's 3.5 hours of bliss.
you lost me with 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it's a hefty film. It came in.
Good grief.
You had to have 2 DVDs. So
2 DVDs?
yes, so it's Omar.
Dang,
Omar Sharif is his name.
that's probably like 15 VHSs.
Yeah, it was probably at least 2 or 3. It's a long movie, but good movie, all about communist Russia, and like I said, doesn't necessarily have anything to do with medicine, but it's a great film.
Okay.
All right.
So I had a little bit of difficulty, and I came up with a kind of off the wall. Now go with me on this one.
All right.
If you work it out, you would consider it a medical one.
Okay.
How about all of the Saw franchise?
I mean,
he's trying to psychologically
Yeah.
help these folks.
technically not a doctor,
Technically,
but definitely some medicine being performed or some medical procedures
Yes.
being performed.
sometimes on themselves.
Yes, most of the time on themselves. Yeah.
So that's what I came up with. I thought it was pretty interesting, little out of the box.
Okay, good. You know, the first one, really liked.
Yes,
Really liked. And
I've enjoyed most all of them.
it kind of fell off for me. But I'm not a that kind of a thrasher movie.
Sure,
Not really my thing. Hostile, the overly gory stuff, it's just not really my thing.
sure.
But good first film.
My arm hair is sweating.
I think that's just sweat beating onto your arm hair.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little toasty. A little toasty. All right, so good Cinemize. Anything to add?
No, that's kind of what I came up with.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up Patch Adams.
Yeah,
Because we talked about it last week.
we did, but it wasn't my favorite.
It's a good film.
Yeah,
What about The Dentist?
I didn't even see that one.
Oh, you got to watch it. It's like this cheesy 80 scary movie.
Okay.
It's all about the dentist.
Oh, okay.
And he just,
he's yanking everything out. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if we're gonna do that, we might as well go with Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
I mean,
That's
that's a medical film.
Technically a medical film. And a good one. We
Yeah.
finally watched it.
Yes, you
All right.
did. I made you watch it.
Yeah. I wasn't overly impressed with the music aspect, but the theme of the show and the storyline is fantastic.
Yes.
Very, very good.
Great one.
Yep.
It's a great one.
All right, let's do a little Thinky Blinders, and then we'll wrap this episode up.
Thank you, blindness. Well, you failed on that one.
I did. Tried to get the cigar lit and had my microphone muted. So that's 2 episodes in a row. Maybe next time.
Yeah, third time's a charm, right?
Maybe 27 will be the lucky one.
There you go.
All right. What do you want to do? You want to go first?
Sure.
All right, shoot.
So I think we kind of discussed a little bit, not the questions per se, but the format. So we were going to do kind of a would you rather for this.
Yes, that's right.
As you, if you're new to the show, basically in 4 questions, we kind of banter beforehand a little bit about the questions. Thinky Blinders is exactly that. It's blind to both of us. The only thing we actually knew about this one is we were going to do a would you rather format.
Correct.
So, I don't know. I think I went first last week. So
Okay.
why don't I go first again?
Okay.
Because I'm winner.
Man, I was getting ready. I was prepared.
All right. So, Pastor Pinewood, would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life?
Rewind for sure.
Really?
Yep. Rewind button can do everything the pause button can do.
Okay.
It's just elongated a little bit. If I need, so let's say, here was something I always thought of when I was in college. I never studied,
Okay.
so it'd be the day of the test. Test is at 3:00. It's noon. I'm like, you know what?
I should probably check
Should
this.
probably study a little bit. I'll just take a look at it. Well, if I had a pause button, I could pause and I could spend as much time as I wanted.
Sure.
However, if I had a rewind button, I could just rewind to, 6 hours earlier and have the same effect. And also, here's something else that I thought about metaphysically speaking. Your life is kind of, you got a time limit, right? I mean, if we're lucky, we get 70, 75 years.
Okay.
For us, probably like 65.
Yep.
All right. If you pause a certain amount of times throughout your life, does that take away from the end?
Ooh.
Every time you pause, you're taking.
Your lifetime
Yeah.
ticker's still going.
Yeah. So you got your sands, your hourglass. Well,
Like
it doesn't
sands
stop.
of the hourglass.
So you get to live a little bit differently with your pause button. However, the end, you're just chunking time off the end, buddy. So
And see, I came at it from a different perspective.
Okay.
And completely bad. So, and this is the stipulation that if the pause button is hit, and I chose pause,
okay,
everything pauses, I'm still able to move freely.
yes,
I'm robbing banks.
okay,
And I'm going to get just a boatload of money. And then I don't have to worry about doing pause too often.
yeah. But if you had a rewind button, you could do that one time and go back again to Bitcoin, and you wouldn't have to rob any banks.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't get to rob any banks. Allegedly.
I gotcha. I'm with you now. It's all about the experience.
It's all about the experience.
Gotcha.
I mean, what's better than knowing you're not going to get caught?
I see. So for me, it's all about the prestige. See, if I go back, if I know things in the future, man, I'm powerful. I'm wealthy. You know, I can
I am too.
see the future. Yeah, but people know how I made it
Well,
because I'm brilliant.
I want
People look at you and like, how in the world does he have that pickup? Is he a trust fund baby? Like they have no idea.
He has to be a trust funder.
He's either that or he's got a pause button and he's robbing banks.
Oh, come on now. Don't be silly. I don't have a pause button. Pause. Punch. Unpause.
You need the pause button and the little Men in Black mind erase thing. So you pause, erase their mind, and then you sneak away very slowly.
Yep.
So you're like, how in the world did they know that?
I'd be a superhero, bro.
Is he a soothsayer?
Oh, I like it.
That's a good one. All right, yours is probably an easy answer.
Okay.
But you do have to explain your answer.
Oh, splendid.
Would you rather your only mode of transportation, now that's the key, your only mode of transportation,
Okay.
transportation,
Transportation.
got it, can only be a donkey or a giraffe? And go.
Dang. My only mode of transportation.
Ever.
I want to just a hard answer is donkey.
Okay.
Because I want to just be riding that ass all day. Yeah.
Good Lord.
Just
son.
riding that ass.
You went a long way around for
I
that
mean,
one.
really, I think I would go with the donkey anyways.
It's a little more rugged, right?
Well, not only that, but donkeys are pretty awesome.
Okay.
And, giraffes are kind of stupid in my mind.
And they seem like they'd be clumsy.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen, it was the old Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah?
And I think they rode a giraffe in that movie. And it was just so awkward. And they have such a goofy body.
Right.
That I'd have to worry about giving myself hip dysplasia
I see.
just by riding the stupid thing.
Okay.
Plus, I mean, it just looks clunky.
All right. And something else to consider. Now, granted, you've been robbing banks for 30 years.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to worry about money.
What?
But it's much more expensive to have a custom giraffe saddle made.
Oh, yeah.
Because donkey saddles are out there like right now. You can just go to the store and buy a donkey saddle.
Yeah.
So there's that to consider. Something else to consider. If you got to go to a nice function, now you're rich, remember? So you're going to have these nice functions.
Ooh, that's fair.
So you don't want to go looking like a hayseed. If you dress up your donkey, he looks regal. Mm-hmm. If you dress up your giraffe, he looks confused.
Or
Because where do you put the tie? Do you put the tie at the top of the neck under the chin, or do you put the tie way down at the bottom of the neck, on his...
I mean,
where his waist is.
I think you would definitely have to get a super long tie, and it would go under the chin
And it goes all the way down?
all the way down.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's got a really long tie.
You could make that tie out of $100 bills.
You could.
Because you got the money.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
And
to throw a little a wrench in that.
Okay.
When you put on a tie, you put on your tie at the base of your neck, not the top of your neck.
Sure.
The base of their neck would be way down here by their legs.
So like in the middle of their neck?
No, I'm talking like way down on the bottom where the neck connects
down
to the
chin?
torso.
Okay.
It'd be, we're getting off into the weeds, but I'm just saying it's something you got to consider is how regal your animal's going to look.
He's going to look regal AF with a $7,000 necktie made out of hundos.
It's a 35-foot long tie.
Yes.
All right. So are you switching?
Crap, I don't know.
Because a donkey looks pretty good in a tux.
I'm still going with donkey.
Okay.
Because if it's my only mode of transportation, I don't want to have to ride that stupid giraffe. I'm going to still own one.
Oh, okay. So you'll buy one.
And then I'll use my donkey to pull the giraffe.
You've had him in a cart?
Yeah. We'll
Why
put
don't
him in a cart.
Why don't you just have him walk along beside you?
No. I'm going to get a donkey sidecar, and I'll put the giraffe in that.
I think
You can do it.
I think your proportions are off.
Nope.
Yeah, a giraffe's huge.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a big ass sidecar. A donkey can handle it, bro.
probably. You could probably get a donkey to handle that. All right, so your answer's still donkey,
I'm sticking with donkey.
but you're getting a giraffe anyway.
And I'm getting a giraffe.
All right.
Because I've been robbing banks, so allegedly.
I mean, you got that Michael Jackson looking into, giraffe money.
Exactly.
Like, if I wanted to get a giraffe, I don't have the money to even know where to go to inquire about a giraffe.
Oh, I got people's, don't worry.
But Michael Jackson, he had a whole ranch in a zoo.
Yeah.
He had zoo money. He had giraffe money.
He had his own personal zoo money.
I think that's an old Eddie Murphy bit, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right, good stuff. Well, we've ripped off 2 comedians already today.
Woohoo!
I'm happy about that.
I'm feeling great. $3 million ideas.
Yep.
I mean, we're just crushing this episode.
Yeah, and if you could develop a pause button in your life, we've given you $4 million ideas.
Well, that's true.
But you're gonna have to find a witch or something to figure out how to do that, or find old Morgan Freeman to get you that click.
Oh, yeah.
That remote.
The little TiVo clicker.
Yeah, there you go. All right, how about some updates?
Let's do it. We don't got any updates for you today.
Hey, you threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
So we had to record this early
Yes.
because old Beezy's got some issues got to take care of.
Yep. So with that in mind, since we recorded early, we're not going to have any updates on this episode.
Yes. So we'll take care of y'all on 27.
Yeah.
But you need to send us some stuff.
Send us some stuffs.
All right.
But like I said, I am having surgery the day that this episode does release.
Yep.
So tots and pears for me.
Dude, what?
Yeah, I did say tots and pears. Bro, I love tater tots. And,
All right.
And I'm a firm believer that pears are way better than apples.
Okay, so what you're saying is you need people to
Give me some tots and some pears.
send you tots and
I want
pears.
some tots.
How do you think your doctor's going to feel? You get your gallbladder out and you come home and immediately you're met with a bunch of tater tots and pears.
I mean, he can't say nothing.
Pears a fruit.
Pears are fruit.
It's good for you.
Pear a day keeps that dumb surgeon away.
Maybe the pears will just take care of the tater tots.
Yeah, just
The
offsets.
good of the pear
Yeah.
takes care of the bad of the tater tots.
Offsets the tots.
I like it. All right.
Boom.
I'll go ahead and accept Beezy's thoughts and prayers for him.
Okay.
So you can send tots and pears or thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
And you got your bases covered either way.
We're covered on all of it.
All right, plug away.
Plugging away, man. So Facebook, Instagram, at FWTG Podcast, or you can search Fraternize with These Guys. We'll pop up. You can also do hashtag Plumterable. We've
Nice.
been able to pull up on that as well.
Yeah.
If you want to check out our TikTok, I highly recommend you doing that. We've been having some fun over there. Our TikTok is hashtag FWTG Podcast. That's for the podcast. And then, of course, hashtag Pastor Pinewood and hashtag Beezy the Heathen for mine. And the website. If you need to send us a voicemail, you need to send us an email. Anything. Reviews. If you want to get on our mailing list, that's the way to do it right there on the website. That website is fwtgpodcast.com. The merch store is there. And we got some wicked googlies coming up in the merch here in the next couple of episodes.
Nice.
And we want to thank Danielle because she is the merch mogul.
Yep.
She's actually the wonder brain behind the Squiggly Digglies t-shirt.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that freaking shirt, man. We got some solid shirts. They're made out of amazing materials. They feel great. I would wear it more often, but I just feel constricted. I mean, my muscles, I got too big of muscles.
Right.
Oh man. So yeah, get over to the merch page, get some FWTG gear. We've got the Plumterable shirts, the Squiggly Diggly shirts. We have now phased out all of the old logo stuff, and we'll probably bring it back maybe as an anniversary gift.
Maybe so.
Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. As for going on further, Patreon.
Yep.
It is up and running. We got that up last week. Get over there. We've got the 3 tiers, the $3 thank yous, the $5 a month, and that's the 413er.
Yep.
And then, of course, we've got the Big King Daddy.
Got a couple of seats still open on the live ship.
On the live shipper. Yep. We do appreciate you guys for getting over there and subscribing. And it's definitely going to be worth your while. We're going to have a bonus episode rolling out just strictly for Patreon subscribers in the next couple of weeks, if everything goes accordingly with my surgery.
First one starts in June.
Yeah.
End of June.
Yep. We also want to thank Gwen with Prairie Blossom Marketplace. They're over at 13105 FM 179 in Wolfforth, Texas. They're open every first and third weekend from Saturdays at 10 to 4 and Sundays from 1 to 4. They got a whole bunch of cool stuff over there. Plus, we've also got a little corner with Fraternize with These Guys merch.
Nice.
Yep. And finally, we want to thank Coco Cocktails for being our sponsor. Go check out the website, cocococktail.com. And at checkout, enter the promo code FWTG7 for 7% off of an 8-pack and FWTG12 for 12% off of a 24-pack. Shipping is always free with them guys because they're crushing it. And, Coco Cocktails is an alcoholic beverage, so you must be 21 to drink and enjoy responsibly.
Nice. That's a mouthful, bro.
Man.
You got through it.
I'm getting good at just ratings. But, man, Coco Cocktails, they're crushing the spiked seltzer market right now, and we're super stoked to be partnered with these guys.
Absolutely.
Also want to thank all of our listeners, the OGs to the newbies. If you're new, get out there, send us a message. We'll put you on the leaderboards with the fandom.
Yeah, we will.
And then of course we got to thank our wives.
Yep.
Because without them and them allowing us to continue to do this, we don't have a podcast anymore.
That's a good point.
And then we're in debt with all this podcast equipment.
That's true. Surprised they hadn't killed us already.
That's fair.
All right, you ready to do a little ponder this?
Let's do it.
All right.
Ponder this. Honey is the tastiest of all the insect vomits that we have tried so far.
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe we should try some more.
We could try ant butts. I know ant butts are pretty good.
Okay. I saw some ants outside.
Yeah. Those are some vicious little buggers.
I bet tonight we could catch some moths and make them throw up, see what that tastes like.
I don't know that I want to try that, though. I'm not feeling like going all Bear Grylls.
Nobody knew that the honey was going to be good the first time either. It took a pioneer.
Can you imagine being the first dude to crack open a honeycomb with all them pissed off bees and being like, dude,
it's a brave soul.
This is majestic.
It's painful, but it's worth it.
Bro, I'll tell you what, when you get stung about 85 times, you take some of that honey.
That's right.
And put it on those wounds, and it's a self-healing medicine.
And it cures your allergies.
Exactly.
All right. Hey, man, thinking about you. Praying for you.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, and hopefully everything goes well. We'll keep everybody updated. God bless you guys. Have a great, safe afternoon. We will catch y'all next week.
Love ya.
Okay. Let's say you have a donkey.
Okay.
It's your only mode of transportation.
Yep.
Do you get him a girlfriend?
No, you're going to get him a thoroughbred horse. And you're going to make a bitchin' mule.
Oh, I see. So you get him a step above.
Yeah.
So you
upgrade.
treat your transportation.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
He been doing you good.
So you don't give him a run-of-the-mill donkey.
Nah, bro. No, you can't. You got to give him a Clydesdale.
Clydesdale.
You imagine what a Clydesdale donkey mule would look like? That'd be a big, ugly, goofy. Probably look like a giraffe.
It might look like a giraffe. I hope your donkey likes them a little on the thick side because those Clydesdales are pretty good size.
Get it, girl.